I'm super excited today to be finally visiting Tannery Carriat. I've been using their leathers for the last almost 20 years.
We're gonna start with the dyeing part, which is this building. The wet blue arrives here.
Wet blue is a skin which has been already tanned. Everything begins with the best European rawhide from Spain, Catalonia and Switzerland.
Traceability is extremely important. You have to know the whole process from the cow to the slaughterhouse to the tannery.
From the wet blue, we split it, shave it, make a selection.
And the wet blue will go directly into the dyeing drum.
First step is neutralization. When we get the correct pH, then we really start the dyeing phase. That's where we put the colors in the drum. We have two generations of drums, the wooden ones, which are older, and then we have more modern ones, which are made of resina. We have small dyeing drums that we use for small production, like 5-6 skins, prototyping basically. Then we have what we call production drums for larger production that can go from 20, 50 or 60 hides for larger productions.
You have the same rhythm every day here? Yeah, exactly. We have 2 shifts.
We start daily between 400 and 450 skins a day, 5 days per week. And then when the process is over, we use this essorage machine. The skin will go through 2 cylinders with felt, and the pressure between these 2 cylinders will remove the excess of water. Then the skins are transported to the drying part. We have 3 methods to dry the skins. So let's start with the toggling machine. It's a manual operation that requires 4 workers. We put the skin with the clamps, then it goes through a oven, and the skin, they stay roughly 1 day to be completely dry. This machine will pull on the skin to have an extra footage.
Everything that has grain on it goes through this machine. You pull on the leather and the grain comes out.
And when it's over, we remove the dry skin and put a new one.
So these are the hides after the toggling machine. They just need to gain some humidity. That's the reason why the floor is always full of water, because it always has to be humid. The skin have to stay here until they get a certain degree of humidity. On this room and this one as well. Depending on the weather, it can be more or less quick. Obviously, when it's really humid, it does not stay very long.
The second method to dry the skins is the vacuum. The vacuum, we use it for skins which are more flat, with less grainy.
These are the hides after the dyeing. Put the skin here, flat. Then it closes. We are going to remove the air through this pipe here. And these are the skins when it's finished, you see? Completely flat, dried. Always has to keep a certain degree of humidity, always. Otherwise, it becomes like very dry.
And the third method to dry the skin is just a room with a ventilator.
We just put these skins on hooks and we leave it like this. And you see, it's quite hot and quite humid, right? As you can see.
We do the original color at the dyeing process, and when it's done, we finish this hide with a spraying machine. Basically, it has 2 goals. The first one is to apply this thin layer of pigments that will correct the color or make it closer to the color master. given by our customer. The second goal is any minor imperfection will be covered by the spray, by the thin layer of pigments which are applied on the top of the skins in order to make them less visible. If the touch is correct, if the color is correct, if everything is approved by our production manager, then we apply another layer of pigment on the top of it until we get the correct result, which is requested by our customer. When it's done, we hang the skins on these yellow bars that you are seeing, make them dry, then it needs to be softened and tumble, and we use these square drums. This has two aims. The first goal is to soften the leather. The second goal is to make the grain comes out. The more you tumble the skins, the more the grain will be visible.
Originally, when I started in 2005, we only had these square drums. And gradually we changed for these more modern drums. This, you can add some humidity on it. And adding some humidity, it can change a little bit the color. The color gets more hot.
When the skins are tumbled, then they are ready for inspection. So each skin is inspected by our quality control here, where we grade the final skins.
First, second, and third selection.
According to the requirements requested by our customer, because each customer has its own way to select the skins. Depends if you are producing handbags, upholstery, saddlery, or aviation leather. Some customers, they want to emphasize the growth marks, the neck area, these kind of natural marks. Some customers, they don't want it at all. Once we have inspected the hides, then we roll the skins around carton tubes, put them into carton boxes, and then they are shipped all over the world.
It was super amazing for me to come here today because even though I've been working in the leather industry for a couple of decades, it's made even me realize how much work goes into creating such a special kind of leather.